G'day guys, while the fishing's a bit slow, I thought I'd just give you a bit of a run through. I get asked a bit, you know, if I had one plastic to use in the estuaries chasing a feed, what would it be? I don't like to limit myself to one, but I'll give you a run through of the top 5 that I would have all the time in my kit if I was just starting out for, you know, probably 60 bucks and a couple of packets of jig heads. You've set yourself up and you will catch pretty much everything in the estuary on these few lures. So 2.5 grubs, everyone's seen me use them. They catch all sorts, from barra, threadies, down to grunter, brim, whatever you want to catch. They are my go-to. If I'm fishing light line and shallow water, that's what I use. Colour's not a big thing, but if I had to have a go-to, I'd start with copper penny and watermelon red. Give them a run. They're proven producers, so they would be my two for the 2.5 grubs. During winter especially, go down to a slim swims. You can fish them on the same jig heads as the 2.5 grubs. Barra like them, they're a bit smaller offering in winter. We get a lot of barra on them, get a lot of flathead on them as well, and the grunter and thready still will eat them as well. So that'd be my other light tackle option. I do use streaks a lot, and you probably haven't seen me on video using streaks a lot, but when I'm chasing flathead in a metre of water, a 5-inch streaks with a 1/4 ounce 5/0 jig head, just thrown as far as you can forward, and just hop back. The flathead will whack them on the drop, and they are a really gun flathead lure. If I was just specifically chasing flathead, that's what I would use. What else have we got here? We've got the 4-inch streaks. Everyone's seen me catch fish on those. Again, a big fish producer. If I had to have colours, probably motor oil and maybe space guppy. It doesn't really matter with the 4-inch. I've caught them on pretty much every colour there is. Again, they're a bit bigger lure. I fish them on a 3/8 3/0. Fish that bit deeper water, the 4 metres. And the other one I definitely wouldn't be without is the 3-inch Holographic Shrimp. I like them up with a snake lock. You get a barra on that with the snake lock hook. Very rarely do you lose them. I do sometimes fish them just on a normal jig head, but if you do get a barra, the jig head gives them a bit of weight to throw around, and quite often they'll throw the jig head out. So I'm not saying you have to use this brand, I'm just saying this is what I use. If I was going into an estuary and I wanted to catch a feeder fish, have a bit of fun, that's what I'd use. Normally I'd just have 2 rods set up, a 2 to 4 and maybe a bit heavier 3 to 6 for the bigger fish, and that's what I'd start with. Just got a couple here from the Akuma stable, good little outfits, nice and light, and have caught heaps of fish. So yeah, while it was slow, I thought I'll take a bit of a chance to give you a run through of what I use and what I would use if I was just limited to a couple. Like I said, 60 or 70 bucks, you'd pick up half a dozen packets of plastics, a couple of packets of jig heads, and you're set to go. As far as line and leader go, I've been using the platypus gear for about 6 months now, and I can't rate this P8 braid highly enough. For me, it's colour fast, which is a big thing for me. Eyes are getting a bit shoddy with age. The orange is really easy to pick up, which I'm finding great. Seems to have good knot strength, cast good, can't complain about it, and pretty much in the estuary, all I've been using is the Platypus Stealth fluorocarbon. It's been great. I've got barra up to just about a metre on it, on 15 pounds, and yeah, can't fault it yet. So that's a run through of what I use. You know, they're good little bits of gear, pretty cheap, and yeah, like I said, not saying you have to use those brands, but it might give you a bit of a starting point to get out and catch a few fish. Have fun, eh?